I'm gonna make a video about another video about Wonderswan. So this is the Wonderswan, the original black and white Wonderswan. And it was only released in Japan by Bandai. So here's a box, and there's lots of different colors for it, like the silver one and the blue one, and it has some decent games, although no games that are perhaps too amazing. And it was developed by a guy, I think it was mainly developed by a guy called Gunpei something or other, and he had been working at Nintendo, where he developed, among other things, Game Boy Pocket, and I think other things. After, I think he was responsible for the Virtual Boy as well. It didn't go too well, so he sort of had to leave Nintendo and started working for Bandai. And then he tragically died, and he was hit by a car. And so they named this game after him, Gunpei. It's a puzzle game. I have it here. So the Wonderswan only has one battery. You open it up like this. And just today, actually, I realized that there's a text coming up here. That text is something you set yourself. If you hold start, you turn it on the console. And here you enter your name. So it says here, Yoshihisa, birthday 1984, 0406, sex, question mark. Let's make it a male. Blood type B. So in Japan, blood type is like a star sign or something. Consider that different blood types make you a different person. That can affect your personality. It's like a superstition. I don't know if we should keep Yoshihita. I think I'm gonna change that name to something else. Hang on. There you go, I changed to I love you. That's a nice name. So here we have the I love you console. And some games you play it like this. Oops. Not that I'm ashamed of myself, but I have to show the game. So some games you play it like this, some games you play like this. This is Gunpei. So this is I think like the Tetris of Wonderswan. But I have to say, I don't exactly find the game too impressive. I don't know if you can see it that well, but you have to make like a line from one side of the screen to the other. Like that. So that's a bit about that. About that puzzle game. There are some other like platforming games and that kind of stuff. But a lot of the games are like adventure games, or such as very simple puzzle games. This one, some kind of I don't know, text-heavy adventure games, like strategy games. This one is somewhat popular. Tekken trading fighting game is some kind of card game where you fight as well. Not sure exactly. So here's one game that I think is somewhat playable in English, Clock Tower. So let's give it a try. Let's do it with this console called, well, something else. The screen, the black and white screen is okay. You know, you can play it. You can see it rather okay. But there is no backlighting on it. Game start, quick start, continue. Let's do a quick start. Clock Tower is also released on Super Famicom, where it is quite popular game. Let's increase the brightness a bit. I know that there's a video on YouTube that shows this game on an emulator, Clock Tower. So you don't have to see it like this. It's like a horror adventure game. So you're gonna soon be chased by various monsters. Let's see if there's something here on the table. I think you can make her run somehow. Maybe not. Alright. Very soon this Wonderswan was superseded by the Wonderswan color. Where is the box? Where is the box? There. With a color screen. And their main selling point were the Final Fantasy games that are the same as on their ports from the NES or Famicom games. They have Japanese text. So they released Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, and there was also Final Fantasy 4 on Wonderswan. The Wonderswan color has it has some fighting games and some platforming games. Here's one game, some kind of rhythm game. I can give it a try here. So the Wonderswan color turns on. You put in the battery. It also has a battery lock for some reason. I can't really see why you would need that. But you need to open the battery hatch and then open the hatch like that. Battery game, power on. I suppose you can set the name for Wonderswan color as well. The sound on the Wonderswan color, you change it here. The Wonderswan color has and the color also plays black and white games. I think it has a rather nice sound, although I don't know, it seems to be something wrong with it in a way. The screen is alright, but it kind of has kind of like a blurry effect to it, and it's not in any way backlit. Okay, I'm changing the contrast here. So you do need to play with a light source. It's probably worse than the first than the black and white Wonderswan. So there was also a Wonderswan Crystal release that has like a crystal clear screen, but it's rather rare to find. It can be a bit expensive. Is this ever start? I haven't played this before. I don't even know. So I think this is, I don't know if you can even see it. Okay. And the Wonderswan Color also had some other games, some games that were on the Super Famicom, like Romancing Saga, role-playing game, rather popular. Front Mission, I think it's some kind of strategy role-playing hybrid. So all in all, I think there were a couple of hundreds of Wonderswan games. By the way, if you don't know what Bandai is, it's one of the largest toy companies in the world. So you know they really put some effort into the Wonderswan, but there weren't that many great games. Here is Denshadi Go. This is a playable game. It's a train simulator, released on many consoles in Japan. You know, if you need to try it, then this is one way of doing it. There's a game called Makamura, Ghosts and Goblins for Wonderswan. That is a rather popular game for the Wonderswan. It's in black and white. That's one reason to get a Wonderswan, actually, to play Makamura. It's another puzzle game. I think it's Othello. I played this actually, and I won on the hardest level. So maybe it's not very difficult, or maybe I'm just that good. What else is there? There are some other puzzle games, a few platforming games, but yeah, that's about it.